Ah, look, there we are. We are
Yes,
live.
yes, we are. Good
Hello,
evening,
everybody.
everyone, and
We
We
welcome.
are family.
I know, right? I got that stuck. I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to get it stuck in your head.
You like our new office?
Oh, I forgot I have the immerse view up, right?
Yeah, we
Oh,
are
should
in
I
an
put up
office
the
setting.
Putin?
We're kind of special now.
What?
Right? We're kind of special now. We're in an office
I
setting.
like this new office.
Yeah. Got some plants in the background. Look, you can see, is that New York out the window? There you are.
Kind of looks like it.
Yeah.
All right.
Not too many cities like that. Could be Hong Kong, Tokyo.
Um, we came back. I'm ready on this end, Joe.
I got you.
Uh,
Oh,
there was a couple of things that I meant, like for example. It's so silly, but I have to be as correct as I can be, or else I feel like it's somewhat of a lie. Now, Joe was starting to say how big the Grand Canyon was, and I hope you all say hi to Mama Helen. She's here.
hmm
Um, she wants to go over a little bit about Quigley. It's not going to be like she's just going to tell you the stories, and hopefully, if we get enough people that we can trust to go on Facebook and just be like, "Who the hell?" I don't know, or join Dana's group if you just want to try to get involved just a little bit. You don't have to. Totally, but
I
just
just want to prepare you.
yeah,
hmm
because he's getting pretty freaking big and it doesn't make sense. And when it doesn't make sense,
Yeah, it's
see, that's
growing.
my
Apparently.
problem. Mama Helen says, he's definitely anti-Trump and he's going to cause problems.
Yeah,
And
he wants to kill Trump.
well, there you go. And he wants to become president. And I keep
Yeah, he
thinking,
said he was going to run for president. And if you look at him in his rooster looking shack up, you cannot picture them in the Oval Office or in the White House
oh, oh my
or even
God,
on
no.
the fucking lawn.
No, no, no,
No,
no.
nope.
Where is So anyhow, I'm sorry. Let's go back for a second. So Joe was saying something about the Grand Canyon. I think he was talking about, hey Saul. Oh, that's Alan.
Yeah,
Good evening, mortals.
yeah, right. That.
Good evening. Peace. Um, I think you were actually saying the size of the Grand Canyon, and I was kind of going with because I said I'm good with numbers, and I really actually am. Some reason numbers stick. Like I can remember phone numbers from when I was a kid. I don't know why. You know, I
Yeah.
guess I didn't really need a phone. I'm not great with numbers, just good with them. But
Ran from my kids' help.
we're live. But what did you say?
No, since I can remember ran up phone when I was a kid.
Really?
Yeah, like my whole house number, my Aunt Michelle's phone number, that number I know by heart.
See, I wonder if it's something because people are good. Like Mama Helen's fantastic, fantastic with spelling and English. We play anagrams and she'll get the six-letter word. Now, I'm pretty good too, and she is better. I was like, wow. When we play, so some people just have this, they're good with certain things. Like I'm pretty good with puzzles. Saul's good with turning a year older, right? It was his birthday, Helen. I don't know if you know Alan's birthday was the
I
other day.
know I sent the cowboy a birthday wish. Happy
Yeah, me
birthday,
too. Yeah,
cowboy.
59 again. So, he might have been speaking about how big the canyon was, and I was talking about the river because the river could never
Right.
have done that.
No way. No
Not,
way.
no, it just could
No
never,
way.
it's just the enormity of the cavity.
And neither did the wind.
No, it just couldn't be. So I just wanted to clear that up. It wasn't a big deal. We want to talk about tonight a little about Melania, what we believe about Melania. We want to correct the Las Vegas. Okay, so Dana came on yesterday. Joe, do you have Dana? Do you
Yeah,
have
I sent it to him again.
Okay. No,
hmm
send Dana the Zoom link.
Oh, Oh, that's
All
gonna be
right,
good.
so he could come on if he wants.
Yeah.
Um, when it came to the Las Vegas shooting, because I actually went off on talking about all the other calls and gunshots heard throughout the strip and the helicopter
Oh,
port,
yeah.
which I wish I remembered the name of it or whatever. There's just so much information. And Helen and Dana both pointed out to me that Trump at that time saved the Saudi prince, the Saudi Arabian prince, which his name escapes me. You know his name, Mama?
Offhand, no, but
I can't.
Trump refers to him as John.
Really?
Who
There you
calls a
go.
Saudi prince by their first name or a
Before
given name?
There you go.
before Trump went to Iran, I'm telling everything before he went to Iran, before he went to the Middle East, everything was done. Everything was square. Do you want to explain the story? Because I know you have before, Helen, but explain what was going on with the prince and why Trump saved him.
For some reason, Trump was in Vegas that day, and it wasn't no accident.
No, no
Uh,
coincidence.
the they were trying to get rid of the Saudi prince and have this other guy, which is a real sleaze bucket, become the prince, and he knew that he was going to be in Vegas. And this is why this whole thing went down. And they used the concert in the street
And
for
I'm so bad with country names to country music, but I don't. It wasn't Garth
it
Brooks,
may have been Aldine. The guy's last name was Aldine,
right?
if I'm not mistaken.
Okay.
Um, but that was just a front for what was going to happen. They figured with the concert music going and the people dancing and singing and making all kinds of noise, that
That it would
nobody was going
cover
to hear
up.
the shot. Right. It was a cover up. Trump happened to be walking through the lobby of that hotel and saw the prince was there because he had rented the whole top floor
Right.
and used his helicopter to get there.
That's why the helicopter pad was closed down.
Thank you, RLWORL Wolf 999. It's Jason Aldean. Thank you, baby. Uh, they figured that with all that commotion going on, that all this stuff would be overlooked because there's no way that one guy can have all those rifles and stuff up there in that room and start shooting people. Okay,
Yes.
how do
And
you
none
get
of
the
it made
bus
sense from the
before the
very
first?
beginning.
Right. I mean, a lot of it looks fugazi.
It's a fugazi. I
And
don't know if they know what
everybody
fugazi
that
means. We use it all the time.
fugazi is Brooklyn for fucked up.
Yeah, it doesn't look right. It's a fugazi. It's true.
Uh, so Trump grabbed a hold of the Saudi prince, brought him to the helipad on top of the roof to his own helicopter, and saved his life
Saved his life.
because the
He,
hit was out on him from the get go.
he knew. Joe, what's wrong? Why are you on mute? Joe.
I don't know. My I was trying to tell you that there was 500 people that were hurt, and there's no way one guy could have hurt that many people.
Yeah,
Right? No
there
way.
And
was
they were
something
all from
different.
different hotels.
Yeah,
Yes,
all
through
over
the
the
strip.
city.
Right. Now, the reason why it sounds so suspicious is so that people that are awake know that something actually else went on down there. That's what, I mean, you don't have Putin and Trump getting together every day. And believe me, they're not just talking about the Ukraine. That's not Putin. Let me see if I have that picture. Let me get this view off.
I
Yeah,
like them.
it's cute, but I look like who did you say I looked like, Mama Helen, with the
Leah
makeup?
Remini, Doug's wife from the King of Queens.
Where did I put that Putin thing? I do have it. Because for those of us that are awake knows, we know that's not Putin. I just cannot explain that any better than that. Um, Here we go. I am going to share it with you right now. Guys, seeing him? Do you see
Yeah,
what I see?
Which one came? The guy on the left?
the guy
So
with
the
the blue
guy on the left
background
is
was there
prior
yesterday.
2012. And now, because that is, I can't understand this, but I keep saying we had a foot in the door during Obama's presidency. I mean, before that, we were doing, the NSA was on our side. I don't know how that happened, but in 2000, 2001, they were prepared, or they knew, or some people knew about the World Trade Centers. They were not able to stop it. They didn't know the exact date. I remember hearing it back then. All
Yeah.
right. So they were setting up. Trump doing The Apprentice? Come on. How else do you know about these Holly weirdos and everybody else that you can trust? Didn't even have Kiss on? And didn't Kiss just get an award down at the Kennedy Center?
Yeah.
Can't stand them, but whatever.
Those
These people, I'm
they don't even
saying
look alike.
Obama maybe had even changed because I'd like to know when he got Bin Laden. Remember that whole fake thing?
Yeah. He didn't
Was
he
it
didn't they
before or
didn't kill
after
him.
'Wasn't
12?
that in 2008?
And they didn't kill Obama
Oh,
or
no,
Osama
I
bin
think it was
Laden.
later because I was in New Jersey.
Yeah, we
What?
killed him and dumped him in the ocean.
2011? Mikey says
Right.
2011. Kid's smart. Sometimes. So 2011, see? It's around that time. May 2nd, 2011. Thank you, kid. Good kid.
So that was before Obama's second term.
Mm,
Was it?
Yeah,
Yes,
because
because
2012
2012 was
makes
the
the
second
second
term. And
term.
that's what I'm
Yeah,
saying. I
you're right.
think we got
Yep.
a foot in the door. We already knew a lot. We already knew like DeSantis, and you see, that's why I was so confused about DeSantis. But he was there, he was involved. It was a cover up. He covered it up.
Yeah.
He was one of the lawyers that covered it up, the JAG officers. Um, so these two people, I don't
They don't even look
oh,
alike.
people, they're not the same. They're
Totally
just
not the same.
no, they're not the same. So he um had a wife. You see, I don't know if I have that information on hand. He did have a wife, and the wife left. Oh, look at this. Oh, God. Okay. Loidimlia, Loidimlia
Keep it short.
Alexandrovna Tanya, whatever, served as the first lady of Russia from 2000 2008. Well, married to Putin, she stated in 2012 that the man she was living with in 2012 was not her husband, but an imposter. She divorced him, of course. To be remembered, Putin was replaced in 2012. The 2.0 looks nothing like him, like the picture I just showed. And there are other witnesses. They believe it's the white hats at work. And they eliminated the Putin reign because Putin was there for a while. I think they did that to a lot of countries, right? Because he was a Luciferian, just like Elon Musk, just like um who's some of the other ones?
Netanyahu.
Huh?
Netanyahu.
Kissinger, Hillary.
Netanyahu was replaced also.
Was he? That makes
Yes,
sense
he
because what
was.
what
I
happened down
heard
there
that.
didn't make sense.
Hmm,
Um,
interesting.
it's kind of just there's just too much information around the world that's letting us know hints about this. You know, how did we know? I mean, you want me to find it? I do. I have my godfather is Polish. He considers himself Polish because that's where he's lived since he was probably a baby. Because it's considered I explained that yesterday. Like mom was born in the Ukraine, but she was the oldest out of four, and she had three younger brothers, and only two were able to come to America. My mother and my mother was able to bring over my brother because back then that's how they did things. Now, I had uncles that came here on working visas. They were always welcome because they were hard freaking workers and they were good at they were good with their hands. It's just, that's just how it was. They learned the old ways, I guess, and the, carpentry and the mechanics, they were just fantastic at. And they came here, they worked for 3 months, they got to visit us. That's Alex was my godfather is. I would really love to get in touch with them and see what the hell's going on there.
That'd
They'd
be
be proud
cool.
of me. I guarantee they love Trump. I know my cousins do. I know they both do. One's in the army and the other one's
Can
pro
I
Trump.
say something?
We talked about it.
Hmm.
Of course.
I
Yeah.
believe, I'll give you no. I believe that this Russia-Ukraine war,
Hmm.
and looks like R.L. Wolf is on the same page with me, is because of the biolabs
Yes.
in Ukraine.
Correct. No other reason. Yeah,
And
we were getting rid of the baddies.
and that's why this war is going on. That's what's been really been blown up.
Yeah,
I
that's what
Yeah,
don't
I
and
think
buy
too.
that. I don't buy that there was
so
no kids involved. No,
right.
that's like what they're doing in Iran and Gaza. They got the Hollywood sets there where they dress them up in bandages and show them with paper rocks on top of them, saying that it's buildings falling on them and shit. And then when they think the camera's off, you
Yes,
see
Wolf.
them get up and laughing. And from what I understand too, from the Yibbity Yab, Putin's daughter was supposed to have died.
Hmm.
Mama, who is Melania, Mama?
Melania is the last of the Romanovs. She's the granddaughter
She's a queen, guys.
of
Hmm.
Anastasia Romanov, I believe it was his name.
Anastasia. Yeah. Yep.
Was Anastasia the actual daughter of the king?
Yes, I think so. And they were
Okay.
all slaughtered in their house, and
Yes.
one survived.
Yes.
Don't know why. And that might be where your Quigley is getting his information from. The one survived. They didn't kill him.
Like,
We'll get onto that in a few minutes. We will. I
Hey,
just want to,
Brett.
huh?
Hey, Brett. Dingo Dungies.
Good evening, Brett. Well, what time is it
hey,
there?
Brett.
Good day. It's good day, Brett. Okay, so Putin isn't Putin. Now, listen, they got together on Friday. Now, we had all the officials get together today. They all looked like a bunch of they were being
Second graders.
babysat by the host, Trump,
Second
like
or
they
third
did
grade.
in Scotland.
They're outside the principal's office waiting to go see what trouble they're in.
Right. It did look like that. I mean, I don't pay attention to any of it. I can't, because if I did, I'd go nuts. I don't know how you do it, Mama. I can't go back and forth.
I'm
I
glad
I
I'm
go
not doing
nuts.
it no more. Fuck that shit.
So I just listen to what certain people tell me, and that's it. And it really helps me stay somewhat sane.
Yeah,
But
I'm saner.
so all this stuff is happening. Why? Anybody have a guess why? Could it possibly be that they're coming in to say, hey, boss, the job's done? Think about it. The job is done.
Because I bet you every single one of them that
Mhm.
was sitting in that hallway waiting to go see Trump is a clone or a replacement.
Right, right. Putin, I, I'm not sure if I didn't really look into Zelensky. No, no, I'm
It's
sorry, I
interesting
did.
thought.
I did. No, he was definitely a clone. He's definitely a actor or a clone. Yes, because at
That
one
is
time in
an interesting
I
thought.
think one of the East Indian Day parades in New York, actually in Brooklyn, close to where I used to work.
Yeah.
Um, I think he was there half naked. And so he was,
Oh, that's
you know,
gross.
real presidents don't do that. They don't go around in silver sequence shorts.
No,
Uh,
they wear gold suits like that one that
neither
Trump.
do gay officials, Booker, right? Neither do gay officials, Booker. All right, this is I met the first Democrat openly gay assemblyman in New York, and nobody gave a flying fuck.
Right.
Nobody cared. He was actually really good with the arts, and guess what? He wore a damn suit.
There you go.
I just don't get because you're gay, you have to be flamboyant. Well, then maybe you're in the wrong job. Go work in the circus. That's what I did it for, Joe, because I It's do you even notice, Joe? that- I was thinking of clowns when I did it. I don't know.
Oh, there you go. There you
You
go.
see it?
Cool. Yeah, I see it now.
See, I had a boss that told me one time, you should dress the way you want for the job.
Uh-huh.
Wait, now how did he say it?
Oh, my
You
nose
Uh-oh.
dress
got an itchy thing.
what?
Okay, itch on my nose. Sorry.
I'm telling so
Sorry.
okay, doesn't matter. We'll go on. Um,
It's telling you something.
one other thing, and then we'll talk a bit about Quigley. What's occupation? What does the word occupation mean?
Let me get
Job,
job. You're
All
you're
right.
you're in a
title,
spot.
Okay.
You're in a
And is there another
you're in a
definition?
space. Being in a space. I don't know.
What?
Being in a space. I don't know.
Come
Being
to your
in a
computer. I
workspace.
can't hear you, darling.
Being in a workspace.
Okay. Your occupation. And what else? What else can occupation mean?
your title.
There's two definitions. Hey, baby. Who is that, Cindy?
Yeah, that's Cindy Mouse.
Hi, Cindy. There are two meanings for their word. Are you looking it up? Is he being smart and looking it up? What can occupation mean? There's two ways to occupy,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
It's very odd. First of all, the occupation literally means to occupy your time. That's what they did to us. That's what Cleopatra's ancestors did to us. All right. They put us as slaves. Occupation, like a
Hmm.
profession, it's not the same. It's to occupy your time so you don't mingle into their time and what they're doing and what they're up to. Now, if you look up the word occupation, it also means to conquer a state, a country, a nation.
Or a building or
Occupy
something.
China,
Hmm.
right?
A
Occupy,
place.
right?
Hmm.
Dingo Dundee says control over another.
Thank you, Dingo. Now, isn't that strange?
Your job or
You know
profession.
how I am with the words.
Hmm.
But this is, and if Dana was on, I know he knows a bunch more. There are words created because they made fun of us. Like the word party. I will forever say there's no such thing as the word party
In politics.
aside from what it means dancing with spirits and friends. All right? Partying or a celebration for your kid's fifth birthday. That is a party. It is not where you give Kool-Aid and pizza, right? It is not um a philosophy of people and a people with ideology. It is not. That was created because we all know the Democrat Party is naughty.
Yes.
They have done everything from, Jim Crow to what they're doing now or what they had done. It's all done. They tried. They had tried for a
They tried hard.
long
Yeah.
time. And it was before that, before the Democrats, it was
This
others.
goes
I mean,
centuries back.
there was always Nazis, right? There was always uh
There's
pretty
always
much
haters.
there was yeah. Well, there was always Satanists because that's what they
Right.
are, Luciferian Satanists all around the world. And we'll say it, we are not anti-Semitic, but we do know the Zionists
Hmm.
and we do know the Jesuits and we do know most of them are bad.
Yeah.
All right. So when they used to say that Jews owned the television, they weren't freaking kidding. They knew what they were talking about. It was trying to wake us up.
Right. You know what they did? You know what I saw the other day on TV? They have a program where Lucifer is the hero.
That's what they're trying to get at.
That's
Now,
bad. That's
remember
right.
the Zionists aren't actual Jews.
Yeah.
Pretty much they were, I think, mostly Russian, like Siberian Russian. Like really, you
That's
wouldn't
way
you
farther.
wouldn't
Cold.
and they wanted to get, I don't know, they wanted to get strong, they wanted to conquer, but they decided to pick the Jewish religion so that they could do this. I don't know how they used it against us, but they obviously did in certain ways.
Hmm.
Um, there's nothing wrong
Brett
with
says,
religions, people, except for Satanism,
Yeah.
right? Sorry.
Brett says when words matter when you really understand the context.
There you
Good
go.
versus evil battle has been going on for centuries.
Yes.
Absolutely, Brett. Next time, Brett, you could come in with us. See, we decided to come on. We didn't even know until like an hour ago because I just wanted to correct a few things.
Yeah.
Um, but Joe is off all week, so we'll probably be on a few times talking about different things. I don't know. Like I was
Sure.
talking about pot yesterday, and I'm an advocate for pot. For people that don't realize it, John never did. Now my husband has had cancer a lot. He never did before. Um, smoke pot. But I'm sure he's tried it, whatever, but he never did it. But there's a lot of people I know that they swear.
Absolutely. Absolute epilepsy people. For
Well, that
sure.
too. We mentioned that. I told you the poor girl was hurting herself. There are people around the
Mhm.
world like this. If it's not like you, if it's not about you and your family, well, you got to start thinking about others. Because from what I remember too, Joe, correct me if I'm wrong, um, 50% of pot smokers, or was it like 50% did not get affected by COVID?
That's true. That is actually
Because
true.
it's a fucking medication. It's
The percentage
just
might have
like
been
anything
higher
else.
too.
They hid it from us. And Dana had said it, and I'm sorry, I don't remember the actual words, but Dana said it's actually cannabis is curative and it's found in the Bible. And it's an oil used to
Mhm.
heal.
Yep.
So, let's get that out and open. Now, the way we were taught was indoctrination of this plant. But I say don't cut down the 300-year-old oak trees. Cut down the millions of weeds and use the hemp.
There
Okay,
you go.
that's just my opinion there. But so because I didn't mention that about cancer and about the COVID, I'm pretty sure like it was like some kind of statistic that said um they had 50% less of a chance getting COVID. Just like eating blueberries and taking your zinc and vitamin D. Oh, drop my phone. All right, Mama, I think we'll talk about Quigley a bit. Tell some of the stories about this guy if people are understanding it.
Okay. I don't know how many people are familiar with John F. Kennedy Jr.
Mhm.
Is the man alive or is he dead? 99 out of 100 people, I believe, feel that JFK Jr. is still alive. He never died in that plane crash.
99%
And
of conspiracists, not people. But go on.
and I believe he is Q, and he's got the military backing him up. Now we have this clown out here claiming that he's the real JFK Jr., that he was kidnapped by the CIA and put into this Quigley family. And he was silent all this time. He was born January 15th, 1959, I believe. That's what the copy of his birth certificate, because me and this other group that I'm in, we do a lot of digging. And we came across his birth certificate, his driver's license, his card for handicapped. Well, anywho, he claims that JFK Jr. is George Onassis. Number one, there is no such person as George Onassis, because Maria Callas had an illegitimate son with Onassis, but none of them's name were George. And her pregnancies were all basically miscarriages, except for this one, and his name is Amiri, Amerio. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Now this clown lives in Bull's Head, Arizona,
It's weird because we're talking about the Grand Canyon, yeah.
and he claimed, yeah, he could take a mad dive into it, but that's beside the point.
Yeah.
He claims that his mother and sister were killed in Bull's Head, Arizona, on property that Aristotle Onassis owns. Now, Aristotle Onassis was a billionaire.
Oh shit.
The man owned the Scorpios Islands.
Sorry.
He owned a yacht.
That's in Greece.
Yes, in Greece.
Remember.
And he was claiming that Ari Onassis owned this property in Bull's Head, Arizona.
Right.
And back then, it was like a real shit kicking town.
Yeah.
I mean, it wasn't built up or nothing. It was,
Right.
This is back in the 70s.
Right.
Why the fuck would he own fucking property over there
In
while
Arizona.
he's living like a king in Greece?
In Greece, right.
Are you
Oh my God,
kidding
Greece
me?
is gorgeous. Oh my God.
Right. He was a shipping magnate. Why would he fucking, and of all places, the place where you fucking live? Get the hell out of here.
Hotter than hell
I'm
there,
dumb.
kid.
I ain't stupid.
I don't know
So
how this guy is getting away with this shit.
he claims that his mother gave him to the Hells Angels to watch over him because of the Kennedy curse.
In
All the
California.
Kennedys were getting knocked off.
Yeah.
Okay. If he was in control, if he was being babysat by the Hells Angels, how did he get into all these scrapes? How did he get to see that his mother and sister died?
And why did they let him
Why
live?
did they
His
let
sister?
him live? Why
Right.
didn't they turn the gun on him?
Doesn't make sense. This guy's
Heads and no tails, you stupid fuck. And then he comes
Fucking
out
Hells
with
Angels.
all kinds of stories that he was an actor. I don't know if anybody remembers Richard Steele. He was a child actor. He claims he was in the movies with Doris Day and James Brian Keith. With Six You Get Egg Roll. He says he was on Adam 12. He says he was on Green Acres, Mayberry, and all this other shit. And I got one better for you. Anybody familiar with the Little Rascals? Do you remember Spanky George McFarlane?
Yeah, 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 they're
He
old. They would be
claims he was
old.
Spanky. Okay? Spanky was born 30 years before this asshole.
Oh, yeah, because he was probably spanking it. No, he's
Okay?
No,
not.
all of
He'd
them.
be
I
too
believe
old.
all, just excuse me for a second. I believe all the little rascals died young, and there's no coincidences,
Yeah.
right? Just like those little children I said, like maybe last year from
Well, Spanky lived until uh somewhere in the 80s. He died of a heart attack. He was 79, I think,
Wow.
when he died.
think
And I
all of them.
know this
Well, I
for a
thought Spanky
fact.
was too, but
I
I
know
don't.
this for a fact because he was a frequent customer in the
Oh, that's
restaurant that I
right.
managed.
That's right, Dad. Dad met
And he
him
was
or
on
maybe taught him.
Cheers. He was on an episode of Cheers.
What,
Look
Quigley?
it up. Look up the, what do you call
What?
it? The episode of Spanky on
Wow.
Cheers.
Oh, with Norm,
Yeah,
with George Went.
yeah. And
Something.
Chris and Clavin was trying to talk to him and ask him if he was Spanky, and he was talking about Dollar and this, that, and the other one. And then he came out and he asked Spanky, he says, "Are you Spanky?" And he says, "No." And then you see George pick up his beer. You see Norm pick up his beer and say, "You are Spanky, right?" And he goes, "Yep." And he took a sip of his beer.
I
You
kind of
gotta look
remember
that up.
that.
You gotta look that up. Look up
I have seen them all, I'm sure, but I kind of remember it. I do. Geez, Cheers, I haven't seen in a long time, but
yeah. And
interesting. Well,
Spanky looked the same when I used to take care of him.
yeah.
Okay. Only an older version. He still had that chubby, cute little face. His
Joe,
name
can
is
you?
George McFarland.
That's
Interesting name. Can you look up about the Little Rascals? Did the how old were they when they died? Because I'm almost sure that I read something about.
Spanky died June 30th, 1993. His name was George Robert Phillips
Well,
McFarland.
yeah, well, she was saying Spanky, fine, but what about the other ones? Like Froggy,
Okay.
Alfalfa.
Alfalfa died. He was 30 years old. So
He
he
was
had to
young.
die in the 60s.
They all seem to have died young. Maybe not Spanky, but the rest of them.
Okay, here we go.
Darla died, I think, in the
79.
70s.
79.
Darla, right?
Yeah. Billy Froggy Laughlin died in 79, 78. William William Thomas Jr., who was Buckwheat, died in 1980.
So how close is that?
Real close.
I knew there was something.
Hmm.
There was something. That's
Yes,
something.
sure.
I'm sorry.
These kids were born. Alfalfa was murdered.
Was he?
I think his name was Schwitzer or something.
Carl
Probably.
Switzer, he died in 1959.
Okay, he was murdered. I know
Get
my
back
little
to Quigley. I
fucking.
don't want to go off. I just wanted to mention that this shit has been happening a lot. This pedophilia, it's been happening a long time.
Yeah,
They're
Yeah,
good
and they
people.
worked those kids like dogs. They were
Yeah, they
very,
did.
very intelligent children.
yeah.
There was the Sound of Music, those kids, the ones from Mary Poppins, those kids. So we're talking all over the world, guys, because most of that's British. How about Annie? You guys remember Annie? The guy was going after her up that ladder. Oh yeah, that was Tim Curry was chasing her down because Carol Burnett had forgiven her. Carol Burnett is a good one. Carol Burnett and her best friend is Andrews, Julie Andrews. They're good people. Then you got the ones coming out, Roseanne Barr, Kurt Russell, and Tim Allen. They're making the group of actors, like I guess pro mega actors. I forgot what they called it. Did you
Yeah,
see
they're on the
anything?
right side. They're on the right
They're
Cool.
side
on the
trying
right
to
side.
promote.
That's it.
They're
I'll
trying to
watch that.
expose all the.
Absolutely.
I like Tim Allen.
Okay, so let's get back to Quigley for a little bit. And I think we're
Okay,
done.
so Quigley tells all these tales about
Tales.
how he cut up people, that the government is bad and nobody knows it.
And we're going to
except
allow
for
him
him.
to be president.
And he wanted to run for president. I mean, he's got this woman, they call her Rockin' Robin. Now, I come to find Rockin' Robin has many different identities on YouTube and TikTok and FaceCrack. So I think she's the one that's putting this shit into his head. I think she is the leader because she has been with many rich guys that are no longer here, that she managed to get them to turn everything into her. Now, I think they're trying to get their mitts on the Kennedy fortune. So they came up with John F. Kennedy Jr. Now, this guy
Not going to happen.
said, for instance, the CIA, put that coffee down, Carolyn. I don't want you spitting it all over your screen.
Okay. Swallowed.
He claims that they had to hide him up an elephant's vagina so the CIA could find him.
Can't. I heard this already, but I can't. I just can't. Taken from another movie. It's all his shit seems to be taken from a movie. Now, I'm not even kidding. This guy has a lot of freaking followers.
Right. He even says that he was in a movie with John Wayne. He
How
was
did
in
he
a
breathe?
child show.
How did he breathe?
It's gross. But it was in a movie, but we wouldn't say
Yeah, a Jim
vagina. I think it was
Carrey movie with Brothers Grimsby or
Brothers
some
Grimm.
shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, we all fight to get
Okay,
out,
and
and
they
then we
stuck
fight to
him
get
up a
back in.
rhino, and they stuck him up a rhino's butt. Okay.
Oh,
And you
jeez.
see him coming out of the rhino's butt. Okay. So now that is
You know what? I would have killed myself after that. What's wrong with this guy?
Oh my God.
he's got 2 books out, and he's working on a third. And he's got this
Oh,
documentary called The Quiet Journey. And he wants everybody to buy his books because he's making money
All right.
for these fairy tales, which I wouldn't buy them to line my cat's litter box, number one. And this, in the beginning, I watched The Quiet Journey because a now ex-friend of mine told me to watch this. So I watched it, and in the beginning, I kind of felt sorry for him and started to believe it. But then I started watching it again, and 5 minutes into it, I said, "Oh no, 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 no!
Yeah.
You're
Yeah,
a
I just remember when you
snake
first
oil
showed it to me, I was
salesman,
like,
and you're the snake."
yeah, there's something wrong with him.
So that's when I decided, let me dig deeper
Too many
into this
stories.
asshole. Yeah.
Too many
I mean,
stories.
every day of his life since he was kidnapped, he can't even get straight
How many
how old
people?
he was when he got kidnapped. He says he was 4, then he says he was 9, then he says he was 7, then he said he was 12. Come on.
But how is he getting so many people? How many people is he paying? It just doesn't make sense how this guy is getting so many.
Because I think this guy is just a cult leader, like Waco
Jim
and
Jones.
all the
Jim
other fucking
Jones.
places. Yeah, yeah. And he has these followers. I call them the Stepford wives.
Oh,
Lonnie.
Because that's exactly what they are, the
Lonnie.
Stepford wives. It's unbelievable the things that he comes up with. He went to Vietnam and he had to cut off people's ears. He
Perfect
was
candidate
what a
for
lie.
presidency.
MK Ultra. He's been MK Ultra several times.
No wonder he remembers all this so well.
Don't MK Ultra make you forget?
Uh, it does a lot of things, but actually, I want to bring something up very quick. Remember, Joe, we were talking, not that this isn't fascinating about being up,
Right.
elephant vaginas and stuff, but
Right.
um, do you remember what I told you the Francis Scott Key Bridge was? What I believe it may have been?
Oh God, I remember you telling me
These
talking
structures
about that.
around the world,
Like a yeah,
from
they're like
art structures to
mhm,
our bridges, towers, they're all built a certain way and
mhm.
placed in certain places for a reason. Now, do you remember what I thought it was, Joe?
Some kind of an antenna.
Correct.
And yeah, and
Now,
there's words
where
that some of
where
these
was
other
the
places are
bridge?
too.
Where was the bridge? In Baltimore,
Yeah,
right?
that's right.
It was in Baltimore,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, yeah,
And where is
yeah.
Baltimore but right next to Washington, D.C.?
Yep, right next to it. I thought they connected. Don't they connect? I
Yeah,
don't
it all
know. You guys
connects,
know
yeah.
better than me.
Delaware, Washington,
Yeah,
D.C., Maryland. Yeah.
yeah.
So to me, it's like they cut something off. Remember, I said it, our frequencies are off. They've been hiding it from us. Why do we only use 7 to 10% of our brain? I've heard 13% at the highest. I've heard
Yeah.
3% at the lowest. Why is that? Is it because they put some kind of frequency? Remember REM? Another band of glory fucktards? I guarantee they were part of the Illuminati. They all are. Huh? Yeah. So come on.
I believe
So that bridge came down because it had to. And they did it at the safest hour. And I guarantee, who would know if they closed it? I used to walk on the Verrazano Bridge at night in the 80s. Nobody knew. It was now it's a little busier, but back then nobody knew, and it's even less busy in
Yeah,
Baltimore. I can
the
assure you.
Verrazano back in the 80s was still a baby, basically,
Yes, it
because
was. Yeah,
that
and
was built somewhere in the 70s.
who was it? John Travolta on
Yeah, on from Saturday night,
Saturday Night Fever.
Saturday Night Fever.
Yeah, he was all over that. I did the same thing. That's why. Yes, I was stupid, but you're invincible as a kid, right?
yeah,
Um,
we were.
yeah, it's true. We aren't now. We're going to be yet again. It is the game is over. Trump came out, looked at all or heard all the information from each country, including the most important, Russia, which isn't Putin, right? And he attacked, and it's true about his wife. You can look it up. I'm guaranteeing, like most of the Russian people are conspiracists too. I do know a couple, but there's a language gap, which really I really wish mom was still around. But they must know a lot more even than we do, because their news isn't as hidden as ours. Their news
Wasn't
isn't as fake.
Ukraine part of Russia at one time?
Sorry? Well, the
Wasn't
USSR.
Ukraine part of
Yeah,
Russia at one time?
During the USSR, almost all the Slavic
yeah,
countries were part of Russia.
yeah, they were.
So I don't know, was that 70s, 80s? I don't remember.
Yeah. Before the
Yeah,
wall
around
came
that time.
down, wasn't it?
70. Huh?
Was it before? Wasn't it before the wall came down?
The wall came down in 89.
Right.
So it's way before that.
Yeah.
And then Ukraine got their independence right soon after that, which doesn't make sense because they were still occupied.
Yeah.
Ukraine is communist. Russia learned in the 80s not to be communist. Gorky Park came out. That was the whole reason. That's why I've been singing the Scorpion song. I follow the Moskva down to Gorky Park, right? Because the
Hmm.
Russians are going, they have fucking freedom. If you don't know what the Gorky Park is about, then fucking go. Okay. I'm not going to sit here and explain everything. They were less communist, and then Ukraine somehow became communist. And somehow this country too is becoming communist. You don't understand how close we were.
Oh God.
But
Oh
if you
God.
think of the people who were attacked and killed, from MLK to Reagan to Kennedy. Maybe you're understanding now because why the good was shot and killed? Because the bad had the upper hand.
Mhm.
I think that's it for
Yeah.
tonight.
They don't now. Thank God.
I think so. I think it's game over. I think we're going to be seeing the awakening, the enlightenment, whatever you want to call it, the new life. We're going to have capabilities that we've never seen before. It's just going to be rush in the next 5 years. Yeah. I don't want to go into like the dimensional shit. Not everybody believes in that. I believe in science, so it's part of science. I don't know.
Yeah, we
Joe,
also got to get
Ellen,
into the bloodline between Kennedy and Clooney and Lincoln.
I want to get in touch with Nancy and ask her to come on. Nancy's very good with that. You're very good with that. There, people that are a little older seem to be much better. I'm not exactly great with that. So, but unless you know it all, Mama, you could do it. But I'd like Nancy to come join us with that. So on that note, how do you make holy water?
Can't put
How do
holes
you
in it,
make
that's for
holy
sure.
water? Mama Helen,
You can't
Joe,
put holes in it. I don't know. You can't put holes in it. So there's that. So I don't
you boiled the hell out of it.
know. That's true, right?
Take care, all. We love
Good night,
you.
everybody.
Good night, Joseph, Dingo,
Good night,
Wolf. Thank
everybody
you
in
for
the
joining
chat.
us.
Live long and prosper.
Oh, they're
Good
still
night,
talking.
Pete.
Okay.
Thanks for stopping by.
Yep.
Yeah, you
Absolutely.
are. Yeah, you are, Dingo. That is if Australia survives 5 years, we are just behind England in demise. It's
You'll
it's gonna
survive.
stop all over. You'll see.
You're gonna
Um,
survive. It's gonna
if
go
we
bad.
have England in control, Australia is going because England is
Yeah.
they're dead now. They're all gone. They're all gone. All the heads of state are gone. They're no more. But you got to come on. You can come on Zoom anytime, Dingo. So we'll let you know next time we go on Zoom and live, you know. And Joseph, well, Joseph, I know. And Wolf, you're more than welcome. If you email me, we could talk.
Yeah.
Okay, that's what is our email? The liberally challenged at
Yeah.
gmail.com.
Yep.
The liberally challenged. Okay.
The liberally challenged.
Take care, guys. We love you. Boil the hell
Love
out
you.
of
Right.
it.
Get the hell out of there.
I thought it was cute.
That's cool.
Bye, y'all.